What's up, you guys? So I am here with some legal updates. In this video, we're going to talk about Jeezy's divorce from Jeannie Mai and Porsha's divorce from Simon. I have updates in both of those cases. Jeezy wants full custody of his daughter, and I feel like this is new for Jeezy, wanting full custody of his child. But Jeezy wants full custody of his daughter with Jeannie, and Porsha is winning. It looks like Porsha is winning in her divorce case against Simon. So if you're watching this video and you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and everyone click the thumbs up button. All right, you guys. So let's start with Jeezy versus Jeannie. There are a couple things going on in their court case, actually. The first one is the last time I reported on this case, we talked about how Jeezy wanted Jeannie Mai to replace her attorneys. He said her attorneys drew up the same prenuptial agreement that they were now challenging. And so they had been called as witnesses, like they were attorneys. They've been called as witnesses. Like he felt like they were doing too much. And so he wanted Jeannie Mai to replace her attorneys despite all the work they've done up until this point, because it's going on a year. And in September, it'll be a year since he filed for divorce. And despite all the work they've done up until this point, he wanted Jeannie to replace them. But as of recently, he has dropped that motion. He's dismissed that motion. It says comes now J. Wayne Jenkins, petitioner in the above style action, by and through his counsel of record, hereby dismisses his motion to disqualify respondent's counsel. So he's dismissed that request. And one other thing he's done is changed his attorney. He's changed his attorney. This has been filed on April 10th, just yesterday, and it's a notice of substitution of counsel for petitioner. Jeezy is the petitioner. It says, comes now Tanya Mitchell Graham, Esquire, of the law office of Tanya Mitchell Graham, and files this, her notice of substitution of counsel, as the attorney of record for Jeezy. So he has a new lawyer. He wanted Jeannie to get rid of her lawyers, but now he has a new lawyer. And since he has a new lawyer, he's decided that the private agreement that him and Jeannie came to regarding the custody of their daughter, he's decided that he wants to disregard that agreement and he wants full custody of their daughter. He basically says in his argument that Jeannie is not home enough, that her mother and her brother take care of the daughter, and Jeannie is not really home, so she shouldn't have custody of her own daughter. Thus, the parties attended mediation on February 26, 2024, and reached a temporary agreement regarding custody and parenting time of the parties' minor child. The parties agreed not to file said mediated agreement on the court's public document. It's a private document, and at this point, since Jeezy has a new attorney, he has decided to challenge that document and challenge that agreement, and he wants primary custody. Now, I don't know Jeezy's background. I know he has a couple kids, either 3 or 4 other kids, but I don't know his background that well. But I don't know if we've seen him be the primary parent of any of his children. I feel like that's new for Jeezy, but y'all leave a comment and let me know if I'm missing something. Has Jeezy been the primary parent of any of his other children from y'all's knowledge? Leave a comment on that one. TMZ reports Jeezy says he initially agreed to move to the basement amid their breakup. However, he says Jeannie later moved out of their family home and took their daughter with her. I believe Jeannie is in LA. And Jeezy alleges Jeannie has since tasked her brother and mother with the majority of the care of 2-year-old Monaco, claiming Jeannie's extensive travel schedule isn't good for their kid, and adding that Jeannie has withheld his parenting time with their child for nearly 2 months. I hope that's not true. In the documents, Jeezy says that the child would have more stability if he had primary physical custody, and that's what he's now asking the judge to enforce. Now, as far as Jeannie goes, Jeannie has said that she is not gatekeeping her daughter. She's not gatekeeping Monaco from him. And Jeannie says that she has accommodated all of Jeezy's visitation requests, including time over the holidays. So she's not keeping their daughter from him, according to her. But she did say there is a safety concern at his home. She has alleged that Jeezy has unsecured firearms in his home, and Jeezy has said that that's not true. So at this point, they're still at a back and forth regarding the custody of their daughter, and I hate to see it. I hate to see it. Now, speaking of divorces, I also want to talk about Porsha Williams' divorce from Simon Guobadia. Bravo posted Porsha Williams hints at where she's living amid divorce from Simon Guobadia. Now, if y'all recall, Porsha had in their prenuptial agreement, even though it's not her house, it's Simon's house that he purchased. In their prenuptial agreement, they agreed that in the event of a divorce, Porsha would take residence of the home until they decide what they're going to do with the home. And so the last time I reported on them, I told you guys that they were going back and forth regarding residency of the home. And Simon had actually changed the locks on the home to keep Porsha out of the home. And he was saying that the court hasn't even determined if the prenuptial agreement should be enforced. But at this point, from what Porsha's posted on Instagram, it looks like she is winning in court because she posted herself and her daughter at Simon's home. On April 8th, Porsha celebrated the viewing of the solar eclipse with her daughter, Pilar Jenna McKinley. And Bravo reports in the process, Porsha hinted at where she and PJ were living following her divorce. Porsha put in the caption, "Eclipses bring profound endings and new beginnings. The moon loves the sun just as shadows love the light. Love the shadows until your love transforms into light." And you can see it's clearly the home that she shared with Simon, the same home that Fallon shared with Simon when they filmed Real Housewives of Atlanta, and Fallon was living there and Simon was sitting on the sidelines watching them in the pool. That's that same pool that they were in. Now Porsha is back in the home. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know what Porsha is trying to pull with this, like why she wants to be in his home. I understand she was kicked out in the past when she divorced Cordell, but at this point, it's years later. She has a home. She has a multi-million-dollar home, and this is Simon's home. So I don't exactly understand what she's trying to pull. But you guys leave a comment and let me know what you think about Porsha living in Simon's home at this point. Leave a comment and share. So, surprise, surprise, Miss Tia Mowry is coming out with her own reality show. Tia announced today on her social media that she's going to be starring in her own reality show on WeTV. So we're going to get into the details of her new reality show in this video. But first, if you're watching and you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and everyone click the thumbs up button. Deadline reports Tia Mowry is heading back to reality television. The Sister star is to front Tia Mowry My Next Chapter for WeTV. She previously starred in the Style Network's reality TV series Tia and Tamera alongside her twin sister Tamera. But this new show comes after Tia Mowry and her husband Corey Hardrick finalized their divorce last year. The series is going to follow Tia as she experiences what life is like for the first time on her own, having previously worked so closely with her sister and then being married. It's going to follow her as she's newly single, dealing with motherhood and juggling her busy life. And for Tia, who's always been with someone, from being a twin to being a wife, it's going to be a big deal for her to be on her own without someone sharing the spotlight and the responsibility with her. Tia gave a statement to Deadline saying, "I'm excited to share more about myself, both personally and professionally. Having been in the public eye for most of my life, things often get misinterpreted or people get misled. I'm excited to pull back the curtain on this next chapter of my life." So I really hope we get to see Tia dating on the show, because she revealed recently that she had only ever had one boyfriend in her life, and that was her husband. So being single and finding herself by herself is new to her. It's all new to her. Tia posted about her new reality show on Instagram saying, "The secret is out. I'm thrilled to share with you the news about my new reality show, Tia Mowry My Next Chapter, coming out soon on WeTV in all black. Lately, I've been taking my power back. I'm so lucky to have a community, you all, that are so close to my life, the ups and downs, my wins and my struggles. An intention I set this year is to embrace all that I'm experiencing, so I'm removing the filter like never before. Recently divorced for the first time in my life, I'm truly experiencing what life is like on my own, both personally and professionally. In each episode, the series delivers the ultimate access to behind the scenes goings on of my multifaceted life. You'll join me as I navigate my newly single status, motherhood, building businesses, and juggling my super busy and ever evolving career. I'm ready to date, take my multiple businesses to the next level, and discover what makes me happy. With this exciting new chapter comes profound changes and adjustments to the roles I play in my everyday life and my next act. I made this for you all to come on this wild journey with me, as I have you to thank for the endless support and dialogue. Who's ready for my next chapter? So you guys leave a comment and let me know if you're looking forward to Tia's new reality show. I definitely am. But I just wish it wasn't on WeTV. I feel like WeTV doesn't give shows a chance. Like Bold and Bougie got canceled after one season. Other shows have also been canceled after one season. And I want her to be on a network that's really going to give her a chance, like the E Network or another network that really invests in their reality shows. But y'all leave a comment and let me know what you think. As always, thanks for watching. Layla, 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 tell us it all.